Name a lie that every man tells. That's what I'll be talking about to start off the show of Undiagnosed Baddie, my daily, your daily, our daily 10-minute podcast. Brought to you really by Media Dreams and Digital Creator Studios, baby. Shout out to me. Shout out to me for having a vision, speaking and saying, I need this, I need this, I need this, and we got it. Hello. The studio actually fits like 4 different sets, and I am so, as many walls as there is in this motherfucker, which is 4. That's how many sets that we have in here. But it could absolutely be more with, a little tweaking. I am just happy. I'm excited that we are just still going, y'all. It's crazy to me that I'm able to sit, talk, and get these thoughts out of my head because there's so many. But let's get into my favorite lie that every man tells. They dig big. I think that's one of the things that every man basically says. Like the ones that joke, there's some that joke around and they'll be like, nah, my joint small, like trying to make a joke out of it, but I think it's really small and they try to make a joke out of it. So when you get with them, they be like, well, I told you that. And whole time you thinking it's joke, like it's psychological manipulation, right? But no, it's almost like that's a lie that every man tells. I'm not going to sit here and say that every man will be like, oh, I love you. And that's a lie that they tell. But men absolutely lie about their penis size, the girth, and all of that. Like, why? Why, gentlemen? Why do you do that, right? And then it's just like, what was the reason? Because there are some women. I have a homegirl. She be like, I do not like big dicks. I don't like big dicks. And I be like, girl, are you okay? Like, and so when I'm saying she don't like she likes it like the next level above like micro penis. So like not even average, like a little bit below average. And I be like, what it like basically, sister, are do you just like the man but you really like women? Because at that point, like, you bumping clits. Like, what are you doing? Like, what do you get from that? And so she was just like, I really just I just don't, I can't explain it. So there are women out here that love y'all, that love them. But I don't see the need to lie about the size of your penis because people are going to find out. People are going to find out one way or another. And size is objective to women, from the biggest they've experienced to average. But we all know what a micro penis is, right? So I do think that's one thing that all men lie about. So y'all already know, you gotta get in the comments. You gotta talk about what's the one thing that you think all men lie about, and you can't use the one that I use, but you can elaborate on the lie that I use, just simply because we gotta keep it interesting in the comments, y'all. And that's one thing about this show. I try to make sure, like, there's been shows that I've watched where people are just having conversations, and y'all gotta remember, it's just me. I sit here and I talk to the camera and I keep this show going for like 10 minutes by myself talking. I don't think you all realize how skilled I am to be able to do that. It's not that I just want to go around talking for 10 minutes straight through. My throat gets dry. I'm like, so if you noticed, I was trying to, oh, have you noticed? Let's talk about my other show real quick on Convo and Co. Like, it gets difficult trying to be my own stylist. So what I started doing was wearing the same thing. Like, if you notice throughout Undiagnosed Baddie, I'll tell y'all, once something is clean, I'll put it on. I'll put it on the couch. Whenever I'm ready to record, we record and we keep it moving. But having to, find a new outfit every day, that's tiring. And so with Convo and Co, I was like, okay, a white shirt works. It works with, the pink couch. It's bright, it's clean, we keep it moving. If I get any makeup on it or any of my drink gets on it, it gets washed and we move forward. Now with like my bralettes and like my hoodies and stuff that you all see me wear, I'm wearing the same thing all the time. I'm just wearing it all the time. Do y'all remember? Let's talk about it. Back in the day, you probably don't. Let me throw in there. I'm 42. And I say that because I don't say that for people to compliment on me on the way I look. I say that because baby, I have lived and I am so not I'm not I don't ever think that I should be dead. I am happy to be alive. But the life I have lived, the people, peers, people that I've just seen of other peers that have died and did not get to make it to 42 when we should all have made it to 42. Shout out to Dougie. I love you so fucking much and I miss you so fucking much, Dougie. Um, he should still be here. And I say that all the time. And I grieve Dougie. But um back in the day, let's just get back on track. Back in the day, men used to wear when they was trapping, when it was trap season, when it was like, oh, Christmas coming, and then New Year's coming, and then Valentine's Day coming, and or whatever's coming, or their birthday coming. Shit, they was trapping all year round, honestly. They was in the same. They had white tees, jeans, clean shoes. It was like I ain't got time to get dressed right now. I'm gonna get me a couple white tees. I'm trapping. I'm going to work. Da 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 da. That was their uniform. I'm in my uniform. I'm trapping right now. I don't think I did have to say all of that for y'all to understand what's going on. I'm trapping. I'm trapping out my own studio in my own house doing the best that I could fucking do to make sure that I can live my creative dream of being a talk show host. Like that's not crazy to y'all. I'm trapping. So if you see me in the same thing, if you see me, have my sweatsuit on and it's July, that's because I went and caught my sweatsuit so I could sit down and record and put out what I need to put out and be able to move forward with what I said, and that's putting out 365 episodes of Undiagnosed Baddie. Nobody's ever done this before. Nobody's ever done a daily podcast, and if I'm wrong, correct me and point me to them so I could go consume their content. Nobody's done this. One thing about me is I love being the originator of something, but I also take inspiration from other creators, but nobody's done Undiagnosed Baddie. The fact that I have quote unquote 4 type shows, 4, we got Undiagnosed Baddie, we got Life Lesson Lives, we got Convo and Co, and we got Reminisce After Death. Although that is my true um baby, Reminisce, that's still something that I gotta do. I got episodes of that I gotta record, but I'm trying to creatively put that out correctly. Speaking of which, Reminisce Life After Death, the letter to the dead, that's expressing, you write a letter, express what you want to express, I read it, and we go from there. Like I put it out there, you got it off your chest, I have content, it's a win-win. Thanks for working with me. I have some of those I got to put together, but I've been trying to make sure that I can create the first one. It's one out, and you have to start somewhere. But I tried to. I tried to read it straight through how they wrote it. There was a lot of typos, so I read it kind of sort of with typos. But the next few, I'm going to edit so I can read it correctly. Yeah. Y'all know how undiagnosed baddie goes. We start with a topic, we talk about whatever, it goes whatever, it lands, it hits. Um, and that's just how we do over here. Again, like, share, subscribe, go catch up on all the content, y'all. Like, I'm making sure that y'all are waiting for a week or so from your other people. While you're doing that, check out the rest of the Undiagnosed Baddies. It's just 10 minutes a day. I love what I do. I love the creative freedom that I have, but I cannot wait until we see how this blossoms. I know I say that all the time, but I'm just truly thankful to have the time, the space, the energy to create for you, and that you consume my content. So shout out to you, shout out to me, shout out to the downloads that I have to create content that you want to watch. Yes, it's your girl, beautiful